Hello there. It's Captain Canada, or Joseph if you prefer. I'm just, walking around town there. Just got something to eat. Got my phone repaired. Cost me $50. Wasn't too bad. But I'm out doing my patrol. I haven't actually called my walks out in the city a patrol, but in honor of foreman, I want to state it that this is a patrol and I'm out here to, you know, look out for things that might be amiss. Because seeing foreman go out there and patrol his neighborhood really inspired me, and I just want somebody to know that I'm one of those guys out there who cares. But this is a follow-up to my apology to foreman, or as I should call him, Jaron Daniel Shade. Shade, there's a SCH there. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, to be honest. But Jaron Daniel Shade is the real life name of Foreman. One of my current favorite real life superheroes, who I imagine will do some pretty amazing things in the future. I think he's already done some pretty amazing things. It's a little bit chilly out there tonight. It's a return to winter over and over again. It's getting extra difficult to deal with the winter time, not just because of how cold it is, but because it keeps getting warm and you get used to it being warm and then boom, it gets cold again. Back in 2016, my city, Grande Prairie, was labeled Grande Prairie's most dangerous city because of the amount of violent crime that was happening here. And since 2016, things have gotten a lot better. It's a collective effort, Things don't just get better, people have to make it better. Well, sometimes you just have to stop doing negative things. Sometimes that's all you really have to do. Sometimes lack of negative is a positive in itself. I also want everybody to know that I am now wearing my green hat again. I was wearing a black hat for a while there as a form of solidarity and grieving for the Tumbler Ridge tragedy. But basically the other day I convinced myself, based on an old Facebook post, that Foreman was quitting the RLSH. But actually that was an old post, and so all I did was make myself sad, but it made me really happy to find out that he was in fact still doing the real life superhero thing. And I wanted to act like it was no big deal and you go on your path and do what you want to do, but I am very happy to hear that Foreman is out there. See the symbol, be the symbol, and you're doing a great job. And I could leave it at that, but this is going to be my little short patrol video. I'm just going up Main Street here. This isn't where you'll run into a lot of issues, but on the corner here, there's often kind of a hot spot where I hang out. But it's usually not anything really bad, just a car accident or somebody was passed out on the sidewalk there. I thought they had, I actually thought they had passed away. And so I had called an ambulance, turns out I'm just really bad at telling if someone's breathing. But it all worked out. And that's what I wanted to say is if you're thinking about equipment you want to carry, you should carry a Narcan kit. If you're a real-life superhero or if you're just a regular person, a Narcan kit can save a life. And everybody, I think, should carry one. They're free. Well, here in Canada anyways, I don't know about the rest of the world, but here you can go to a pharmacy and pick one up for free. And if you inject somebody who's not having an overdose, like you're wrong about what's happening and you accidentally inject somebody who isn't overdosing, it won't hurt them. So it's not like you're taking the risk of accidentally killing somebody with Narcan by bringing it for emergencies. It's always better to have it than to not have it. Just gonna run here and walk in the crosswalk. But yeah, I always feel better knowing it's in my pocket, because if somebody were to overdose and I didn't have it, I would feel pretty well responsible for not being prepared. I also think it's a good idea to carry first aid kits, not just for other people who might be in need, but for yourself. You can be injured at any time, and the more prepared you are, the better. Yeah. But on Foreman's patrol there, and sorry the way I pronounce it, I just like to play around with that a little bit. On Foreman's patrol there, he mentioned that he kept a fully charged cell phone, and yes, that should be your number one piece of equipment if you're out patrolling the streets, because whether or not you just have it to call if you see something that's going down, or if you need to contact somebody for some other reason, or you need to record yourself or something that's going on. A phone is a Swiss Army. It's a fucking utility belt all in itself. So consider downloading useful apps that you might need. With the right app and the right piece of equipment off eBay, you can turn your phone into all sorts of things. You can get an endoscope. Those are those little cameras for peeking through holes. Don't know what you'd use it for, but you can get one of those for your phone if you want to look inside of machines and stuff for whatever reason. But something that hopefully we won't need, but maybe one day could be useful, is you can buy Geiger counters that actually hook up to your phone. And so with an app and a fairly cheap little attachment, you can detect radiation with your phone. And I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's all sorts of things you might want to consider carrying with you. Even something as simple as like a whistle might not be a bad idea. But, you know, you never know what is the worst case scenario. You never know what the thing is that you won't be prepared for. That's what I was going to say in my in my walk talk episode, is it's okay if you don't feel like you're prepared, because you'll never really be prepared. Really, is anyone ever prepared for life? And you're also more ready than you could ever imagine. You just have to get out there and live the life. Yeah. It sure looks like a night patrol, but it's, well, it's after 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Nighttime. When it's this dark, I think I'd call it nighttime, but I don't really consider this a night patrol. It's just, fuck it. It's a night patrol. I think it's a great idea establishing yourself before you get out there with the uniform, because people will put their own ideas and their own labels on what they think you're doing. I think that's the thing I was least prepared for, is everybody else thinking they know what I'm doing, whether they think I'm crime fighting or they think they should tell me how I should raise awareness for suicide prevention. Everybody wants to tell you what to do, and I want to tell my experiences to other RLSH in case it might be useful to them, but I also want to just emphasize over and over that everyone's scenario is unique, and you can learn from other RLSH, but you might just be learning what doesn't work for you. For me, masks don't work for me, but if it gets cold enough, I'll wear a mask. The main reason I don't wear a mask is because of Thanatos. He's a real-life superhero from Vancouver. I believe he originally came from the States, and he'd hand out stuff to homeless people, money and food and stuff, and well, he got stabbed real bad one time. I don't know the specifics, but he got stabbed up in the guts real bad because people saw his mask and they thought he was up to no good. But up until then, the mask had been a way to deter people from bothering him. Like, if they didn't know what he was up to, they stay away from the scary mask guy. But some other guy thought he was doing justice by going after a masked person, you know? Like, those are the same people who might be on your side and be about, like, fighting crime or helping out their neighborhood. They're likely going to be the people that are going to call the police on you. They're going to say, there's a guy roaming around in a strange outfit. I'm not saying that'll happen to you, like, because you're establishing, and I'm speaking to Foreman, you're establishing yourself, and that's a great thing. Because when people don't know why you're there, they're going to assume they know why you're there. And I've had people make up stories about me, like claim that I'm looking in vehicles and doing all sorts of stuff that I'm not doing. But the police have to come and investigate. And so my advice to you with dealing with people complaining about you when you haven't done anything wrong is just talk to the police nicely. Like, don't be upset when they come to talk to you. Just see that as part of your duty, or I do at least, and it's helped me a lot. But that would be my advice to any RLSHs. To have a good relationship with the police, even if you might not think the police are doing their job the way you would like it, or maybe they stand for some things that you don't believe in. At the end of the day, they gotta come and check you out if there's been a complaint. And if you have a good attitude, things are gonna go smoother for you. Or at least having a good attitude with the police has helped me out a lot. But it won't stop people from complaining. People will see something they don't understand, and they're a concerned citizen, and they'll do their best to, do something about what they see as a potential problem when they see you. And as annoying as it is, maybe those people are just trying to make the world a better place. And that's not a bad thing. But it is annoying. But I also think of that when I'm going to call the police on something that I see is wrong. Is somebody being hurt? Make a call. That's what I say. Make a call if someone's going to be hurt. Maybe even intervene if someone's going to be hurt right that moment. But if you're just calling because people are accumulating in an area they shouldn't be accumulating in, it's like, are you really helping anything? That's what I ask myself. Justice is a complicated concept. I would like to be just. but I don't know if all of our laws are just, and so I can't very well go enforcing all of them. But I also believe that we live in a society, and wanting people to play by the rules is not a bad thing. It's just a matter of whose place is it to enforce those rules. Maybe as a real-life superhero, you think it's your place to enforce those rules, and that's how you will make a difference in the world. And maybe people will understand that you're just trying to help. Yeah. But get ready for people to not react the way you expect. When I expect people to be intimidated by me, they're laughing at me, and that's fine too. I'd rather people laugh than be intimidated. But I also understand how useful intimidation can be, because most of the time if somebody acts like they're going to try to fight me, I'll change my posture a little bit and put my hands up and kind of let them know that I'm not there to fight. But I'll tell you, sometimes I don't feel like doing that. And I've had a day where, because what I do a lot of the times is I will stand on the street corner and I will wave at passing traffic. And I will call out and say, "You're a winner! And congratulations on getting to this day in human history." And it's likely a lot of what I'll say won't be heard or completely comprehended by people, but I still like to do it on the off chance that somebody gets the message. But even when I'm just waving to people and wishing them a happy day, I have this guy walk right across the street through traffic. And not right through traffic, but traffic was coming. Like, he didn't have the light to go, but he just walks right across traffic. And he walks over to my corner where I'm standing. And he says, "Do we have a problem?" And all I said was, "I don't know, do we?" And he didn't want to approach the guy in the cape at that moment. He was really excited about coming up to me and getting in my face, but when I responded with confidence, he decided he didn't want none of this. And that's fine. Sometimes you gotta stand your ground. Like, I'll try to stop conflict by, backing down and let people know I'm not there to, stop their fun or give them a hard time. But you come at me, I might back up. I might wave my hand and say, hey, I don't want to fight. And I might go find a cop. Or I might just stand my ground. And I don't mind standing my ground. I walk in between cities from Grand Prairie to Beaver Lodge there, and I gotta worry about wolves and bears and stuff. And I know how scary the darkness can be because you don't know what's out there, but that's the thing about superheroes. Whether we're talking about real life superheroes or we're talking about Batman, you become the thing in the dark that people are scared of. But maybe you just become the thing in the dark, and you might not be a thing that people are scared of. Instead of causing fear or panic, somebody might be happy to know that you're out there. I hope that somebody's happy that I'm out here. Maybe somebody even thinks I make a difference. Maybe I even deter some things just by, being a pair of eyes out there. I don't know. But I'll keep trying. I'll keep patrolling. And I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm gonna keep on being Captain Canada. I don't intend on stopping anytime. There's a lot of things in my life that might not last forever. I'm gonna try to keep the house that I'm in right now, but Who knows? Maybe I won't be able to afford it and it'll be gone. My job I have now, who knows? Maybe that'll be gone too. But what isn't going to be gone is Captain Canada. I'm going to keep on keeping on doing it. In the real-life superhero community, there is a man known as Master Legend, Steve Vincent. And well, he's been doing this real-life superhero thing for, I think, over 30 years now. And that's got to count for something. I think it counts for a lot, actually. Yeah. I don't know if the real-life superhero patrolling in the day or being the thing that lurks around in the dark, I don't know if doing either of those things truly deters people from crime. All I know is people tend not to do crimes around me. They know they can do their drugs around me because I don't make a big deal about that. And that's kind of between them and themselves, in my opinion, because that's their health and they're adults. But if somebody is going to hurt somebody else, they better not try to do it in front of me, because I'm going to get in between. But luckily, I don't have to do that very often. Yeah. And I'm glad. As much as it would be nice to say I have all this fight experience and I've been stabbed and shot, it's not true. I haven't. And I'm glad. That means that Grande Prairie might not be the most violent city in Canada anymore. And that things are actually getting better. And I think that's what we want. That's what we should want. Yeah. I've seen my city get better, and I've wondered if I had anything to do with it. Was it just a coincidence? Did crime go down? Did I inspire somebody to do a little better? Or was I just a distraction? Was I just something to entertain people? I'm okay with that too. Sometimes people need entertainment, amusement, hope. I hope that I give somebody hope. That is something that I aspire to, and when somebody gives me a nice little honk like that, I think maybe I have inspired something good. But also, when you wear the symbol of your country, you never know who's honking at you and who's just honking at the symbol of Canada. And so I kind of sit in a gray area sometimes of wondering what's Canada and what's Captain Canada. But I never wonder the difference between Captain Canada and Joseph Roszell. Because whether I'm wearing my uniform or whether I'm wearing street clothes, I am always on patrol. I think I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, sorry again to Foreman Jason Daniel Shade for maybe making some people think that he might be quitting the RLSH, but that's what I thought was happening, and I had to react to it because it It shocked me to my core because I am inspired by Foreman, and I'm glad he's still a real-life superhero. Thank you for watching. I'm Captain Canada, Joseph Arthur Roszell. I want to wish you all luck in the world. I love you, and I want you to know that suicide is never, ever the answer. Peace out for now.